Are you in the leadership game to win, or are you just playing the game? Well, here's an alert for you. The market is looking for winners. Leadership expert Payal Nanjiani's new book, Win the Leadership Game, offers advice on what it takes to magnify your success. Payal, it was great to have you on the program. So let's start with that question. What's the difference between waking up wanting to win and waking up just to go through the motions at your job?
Thanks so much, Ken. It's always an honor to be here and speak with you. And that's a lovely question to begin with. What's the difference between just waking up to go to the job and waking up to win? Well, the difference is when you go to your work to win, you are actually there saying that I am here committed to do what I can do as my best. And most people, what happens is they wake up every single morning just wanting to finish the task. And so they are just stuck in the rut, and then they ask themselves the question, why am I not moving ahead? Why isn't my job or my business growing? So that's one of the major differences with which winners wake up every single day.
And it's all about that attitude. And I'm so glad we're having this conversation this time of year, because right now either people have already set the reset button, they're thinking about setting the reset button, and for people in leadership roles, what sets them apart? What are the attributes that make them leaders?
So, I'll take you a little bit beyond what just in the book. One of them that I have highly noticed is that these are people who are very relentless. They are relentless in the game. They are unstoppable. They are not purely thinking of completing the project. Most of the people, we wake up in the morning saying, this is what we need to complete, a to-do list, right?
Right.
And every single day, these winners, leaders who come with a winning attitude, they are thinking, how do I embrace change? What's next in line? Where's the economy heading to? What change can I bring? They are every single day, Ken, they are questioning themselves. They are not questioning the market. They are not blaming anyone out there. They're just waking up to win the game every single day.
Yeah, be accountable to that person in the mirror. So in your book, you list 9 crucial laws to guide people in the leadership game. Give me the top 3.
That's so difficult. All of them are my favorite. So, if I was to name top 3, I would say the number 1 is the law of the gap. Because everyone can, whether it's you, me, everyone, there is a gap between where we currently are and where we want to reach. And that gap becomes the most difficult in the life of the person to fill up. And how to fill that gap is what that law is about. That how do you fill that gap between where you are and where you want to be? And then how do you keep filling those gaps? Because the gap is always going to be in some area of your life. The second one that would be most important is the law of mastery. We need to be like Picassos. We need to be like Picassos. We need to up our game. We need to be masters in our field. These days, Ken, what we have been observing is people want to just get quick success. They just want to, get their way through things. You've got to be an expert. And there is one technique which I have explained is called the self-optimization technique. And Ken, if I was to tell you, thousands and thousands of leaders across the globe have benefited from the self-optimization technique, because that brings you to a winner, a master. And a third one that comes to my mind is the law of energy. You must have heard this, Ken, that people are always thinking of how to manage time, right? You always want to know how to manage time. People always want to know that. But what we need to understand is time cannot be managed neither by you nor by me. We have to know, it's high time we understand that we have to know how to manage energy, because winning takes energy. Winning is not going to take your time. Okay, so if you know how to manage energy, I can assure you, you can manage everything around you.
Wow.
So these 3 laws you can begin with immediately.
Yeah. Of course, if you want to hear all 9 of them, you got to get the book, Payal Nanjiani. Her new book is called Win the Leadership Game. You can buy it at bookstores and online, of course. Payal, always appreciate your insights and your perspective.
Thank you so much, Ken. Always a pleasure to be here.
Michelle?